Hello everybody, back here again for vlog a day, and today is Thursday the 5th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly normal time frame, got up and around, got the dog outside, jumped in the hot tub for a little bit. Wife got off to work, everything went smooth, went ahead and got out, got the dog fed, all the good fun stuff that comes with it. Trying to entertain her a little bit more. So there's no other dogs for her to play with today. Took her food outside, and as we were sitting outside in the morning enjoying the beautiful weather, I was, instead of just giving her like a bowl full of food, I was chucking the food around the patio, different spots, kind of giving her a chance to use her nose and hunt for her food as she went. She seems to really enjoy that a lot, so that was a fun thing to do. Had a good time with it. Basically out just kind of doing our morning routine of stuff. We got a couple other things taken care of, nothing too major. Went ahead and did a little research on what trailer and stuff I want to use to take mom's stuff up to Iowa and all the good fun that comes with it. Trying to figure out exactly when I'm taking off and get it all squared away. So I haven't fully locked it down yet, exactly when I'm taking off yet, but we're kind of in that world of narrowing it down and going from there. So, but yeah, went ahead about midday, was getting ready to take the father-in-law to the doctor and all that good fun stuff. I had turned down a dog that was supposed to be here overnight last night and then picked up today, and I turned it down because it's first time stay, and with me going to the doctor's office, I wasn't certain I'd be back in time for, giving back the dog, and then also didn't want to leave the dog at my house alone that I don't know on the first day for very long if I go to the doctor's office. And then on top of that, you add in the fact that I don't know the dog, don't know how it do on like a car ride up to Ormond and back, and then waiting around for the doctor's appointment kind of thing. So it was about time to go for the doctor's appointment, and the weather storm had moved in, and unfortunately I didn't watch it. I was inside doing stuff, so I didn't see it coming. I didn't get the calming medication, and the poor dog was here before the storm got here, so I was having trouble even getting to go outside to go to the bathroom. She wouldn't do it. She was all scared of the storm and so on and so forth. So I was running a little bit late, which I always have like a big gap of time. I give myself often like a half an hour of delay. Like I'm gonna be someplace like a half an hour early everywhere. I told my father-in-law we'd be leaving about 2:15, and at like 2:20 he texted me. He's like, "Are you coming?" It's like, "Well, yeah, I'm running a little behind. The dog's freaked out by the storm, so I'm trying to get her done." So I was a few minutes late heading out to get him, which is not the end of the world, but usually I'm early, so I think that's what freaked him out a little bit there in the process. So went ahead and decided to take the car today, so the truck, and with the rain and stuff, my truck doesn't idle for air conditioning very well. Like if I sit to idle, the air conditioning just dies. Driving the air conditioning is amazing, but idle, the air conditioning dies. So went ahead and took the car, left the dog here. She was scared of the storm, but there's nothing I can do for her. I did get a little bit of the calming medication in her, so hopefully she'd be all right. Headed up to the doctor's appointment, dropped him off, and this one can be anywhere from 10 minutes to 2 hours. And they don't do shit. They check his blood pressure, they charge him a bunch of money for insurance, and they give another prescription for pain pills. Basically is all it is. It's ridiculous the amount of time that they take to do this shit. It's absolutely crazy. So, but I went ahead from there. I ran over to Big Lots, which is not very far away from his doctor's appointment, and I was looking for a cell phone holder for the car because I didn't have one in the car because Karen never used one, and I didn't drive the car that much, so I didn't really worry about it. But if I'm going to be using this car to go to Iowa, I definitely want a cell phone holder. One, just for maps, if nothing else, and two, I want the phone up where I can see it, kind of thing. So got to Big Lots, looked all around. They had some interesting Halloween decorations and stuff that were not bad. They weren't great, but they were kind of neat looking stuff, but I think overpriced for what my cheap ass is willing to pay. So went ahead and thought maybe I'll check back into the season, see if they go on sale, and go from there. So did end up finding a couple different phone holders that might work. Wasn't certain if it would work or not. Found one I thought probably would work the best, so I picked it up, and it was like $7, whatever. It's like super cheap, so didn't expect a lot from it, but we'll see what happens. So got there, and it's like a sticky on suction cup style, goes on your dash, and I cleaned the dash off, stuck it on, and it's not great. It's definitely not spectacular by any means, but for right now it's working. I'm going to keep looking for others, and don't really know where to look for the best wing stand. Everything on Amazon is so hard to tell the quality when you're looking at like pictures. I want to be able to pick it up and look at it in the box kind of thing, but I don't know. I got to make a couple modifications to this one. I'm going to take a grinder to it because when my phone's plugged in, my waterproof case has like a flip open door to plug it in with, and that door is wider than the little groove for the power cord to stick through. So it doesn't actually sit down in the holder properly. So, oh well. But it was $7, so it's better than nothing. And I'll give it a try and see if I can't figure it out. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and modify it, see if I can't make it work a little better, and then go from there and see how it works. So, but yeah, from that, headed back over to the doctor's office to wait for him there. Stopped and got gas because there's a gas station right by the doctor's office. So it works out pretty smooth. Took a little back sides back in to the little neighborhood. Get to the doctor's office and waited for him and waited for him and waited for him. And it was still drizzle raining, but it wasn't raining real hard. So I shut the car off, rolled the windows down enough that I could not get soaked in the car while I sat there and waited for him, which seemed like forever. Finally got out, we headed home and got back to the house. It was almost 5 o'clock at this point, like it's super late. But the poor dog that was here, she was scared of the storm. The storm got bad enough that she ended up peeing on the floor twice and pooped on my floor. So I felt bad for her. So I hung out with her for a little bit up there, waiting for my wife to get home from work. And then that way she could stay with her because it was still storming some, but the worst part was over. And I got her, she was calmed down enough to finally eat some of the calming treats. So I was able to get that in her a little better. So after the wife got home from work, I went and got my run in. Told my wife, I said, I'm gonna be a little later with waiting for the dog and stuff. Didn't even start my run until you're home. So we're just having leftovers. So if you want to eat without me, feel free to eat whenever you want to. So she chose to wait for me. Went and got my run done, got back, grabbed myself a shower, and then from there, got a couple other things accomplished. Had dinner, watched a little bit of Young Sheldon, and pretty much just chilled out for the evening there for a little bit with her. Talked about a few things of what all's going on. Talked about what days maybe I want to take off to go up to Iowa, and what dogs I have, and all that good fun stuff that needs to make it work and make it happen. So I don't want to make this a turn and burn trip. If everything goes as planned, I think I might even run down from my aunt's farmhouse where I'm staying down to Kansas City to see my cousin and her kids, which is what the trip was supposed to be when my flights got canceled and wasn't able to go. So I might make that trip. It's about a 3-hour drive one way, which isn't in the world, but it's a lot. So if I can get up there a couple extra days to spare in my trip, that'll give me time to run down to Kansas City, see them, and then get back up, grab my trailer and my cow that I'm picking up, and head home with it. So I want to give myself a little bit extra time. I don't want to like try and roll in morning of when I got dogs getting dropped off, because you never know the traffic, never know the car break down, blah blah whatever kind of thing. So big thing I'm trying to figure out if I'm taking my car and pulling the trailer, or gonna throw my topper on my truck and head out with that. But the car's more likely to make it, but pulling the trailer doesn't like pulling the trailer, but it does pretty good. So I'm gonna decide which way I'm going, and if I take the trailer behind the car, worst case scenario, I'm gonna burn out a clutch. It's because the clutch is old. It's showing some wear. It's 170,000 miles or something on that clutch. So, and my wife is not the easiest on a clutch herself. So we have that to worry about, and then go from there. Or I take the truck, then run the risk of blowing the motor up in the truck because it leaks oil like crazy. Leaks or burns water. I don't know what it does, but it's got some issues and some problems. But for the most part, it runs like a dream, and it's never not got me home. But it runs super hot, and it's just waiting to die anytime. So I run that risk of the truck blowing up and I have to buy something somewhere on the road, which I don't want to go out and buy a brand new truck that day, so with full warranty and stuff. So I'm stuck buying a used car that I don't really have time to research. So, but same thing happened to the car. I could blow the car up too, because I mean, who knows? So a little bit of concern there, but overall not too bad. So we'll see how it breaks down and what happens there. So trying to make that final decision. Need to weigh the pros and cons of both and go from there. The one good thing about the car is it'll get a little bit better gas mileage than the truck, and then once I'm up there without the trailer behind it, it'll get a lot better gas mileage than the truck. So, but I like driving the truck more, especially on the highway. I prefer to drive the truck over the car, just because I don't know. It feels like it drives better on the highway than the car does. The car seems like it's at like, it just, I don't know, it's not my favorite thing to drive. So we'll figure it out and make that decision hopefully soon. Get it all done. But yeah, hung out in the evening, chilled out with the dogs, and then headed in later. Had myself a little snack. Watched the little New York or NYPD Blues, I guess. The show I watched. Blue Bloods. Watched Blue Bloods. And had myself a little snack and wrapped it up and called it a night. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.